song. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Memecoins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss the crypto pump, more Memecoin runners, and Coinbase pulling support for the market structure bill. If you're listening over on X, we appreciate you each and every day. Give us a like, comment, bookmark, retweet, push us out there in the algorithm. If you're listening over on YouTube, give us a comment. Let us know you are here. What are you trading? Did you buy the Grandma token? What is going on in your world? And if you're listening over on Zora, where we stream each and every day, give us a shout over there. Let us know you're there. We'll be looking at comments from Zora as well. We have a new cast on the show today. We've got a group of crypto traders that I know, love, and appreciate joining the show for the first time in a few months. We got Chris Coffey, Sidekicks. Chris, how have you been? Thank you for joining today.
GM, thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Good to be here. First time in 2026. Let's go.
Yeah, first time of many, hopefully. I love the YouTube plaque there. We got the professional YouTube creator Chris on the show.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling? How you been? It's been a week.
Dude, feeling pretty good. Terrible day of golf yesterday. Couldn't get off the tee box. That sucked. Been trading the crap out of prediction markets. Been trading some ETH. It's been a good week, man. Been locked in. Yeah. Well, thanks. Fuck me, I guess, right?
He didn't give you that okay nod of like, yeah.
I'm out. I'm still having this internet issue or a StreamYard issue where everything just blacks out on StreamYard and I don't hear it for like 3 to 4 seconds. So you did your whole spiel there. I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, it's doing it again. Hopefully
it's like when the teacher calls on you and you didn't hear what they said, you know, and you're like, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He didn't even give you that though.
He did it.
He's quiet.
I apologize. I'm like on the verge of doing a fresh install on my entire system, just doing like a complete from bare bones to like figure this out because I've tried so much like troubleshooting for this and it's like such a weird issue that only arose after I moved. So like I don't know if something got wiggled, if it's like a graphics card glitch. Like I'm pretty sure I've ruled out the internet because it's like only with StreamYard it like completely blacks the screen for the StreamYard tab. Very, very weird. Yeah, so whatever you said, I agree completely, or I'm very, very much against it. So
he couldn't get off the tee for golf, but he can now afford more rounds of golf because he's been buying ETH, trading ETH.
I love that. We're gonna have some more ETH stories. Mr. Beast getting involved in ETH.
Saw that.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, we've got some news to talk about. Kicks, I'm going to shoot over the weather report in the private chat. I don't think you have access to it right now, so I'll send that over there. Before we kick things off, I want to give a shout out to OpenSea. We've been partnering with OpenSea for some video content over the past couple months. We love working with OpenSea, pushing out what they've been kind of developing over there as they've been creating a really cool reward system coming up to their TGE. Big news coming out, though, over the last 24 hours. Partnership with MetaMask. Is going to reward season 1 points to MetaMask rewards users. So if you haven't set up your MetaMask rewards account, you can use the code OpenSea. You'll get 500 bonus points. And also you're going to get a bonus on MetaMask rewards points by your OpenSea rewards. So if you've been somebody who's been listening to our show and farming OpenSea over the past few months, you're going to be earning additional MetaMask points towards their TGE, which looks like it's coming soon. MetaMask also teased a little bit of a video. So maybe the wait is finally over. 4 to 5 years later, we might see this MetaMask token. So interesting stuff coming out of MetaMask and OpenSea. Love working with OpenSea. Love the platform. Love NFTs. So continuing to push OpenSea on the timeline. Love what they're building. Can't wait for that airdrop. Hopefully, I have the wallet activity and recent farming status to earn a fat airdrop. That being said, why don't we kick it off with the weather report, Kicks?
You got it, boss. I think he froze out again. Perfect timing. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Looking over at the crypto roundup, majors up on the day. Bitcoin knocking on heaven's door at 97K. Ethereum approaching 3,400. Solana 145, and Hype still under 26. Hype sucks ass. Over the past 24 hours, the crypto pump continued as Bitcoin ETFs have now recorded $1.5 billion of net inflows over the past 2 days. Bitcoin closed above 96K for the first time since November 13. If you want a fun Polymarket to check out will gold or Bitcoin, which one will outperform for the year 2026? Fun market to trade. Both ones pumping. Gold a little bit, getting a little bit poppy frothy. Bitcoin, maybe a catch-up play. Next up, Mr. Beast could be jumping on the Ethereum bandwagon as Tom Lee and Bitmine invested $200 million in his company, Beast Industries. The investment will propel development of DeFi and Beast Industries' upcoming financial services platform. Mr. Beast is getting into financial services. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. Finally, Coinbase pulled support for the crypto market structure bill, saying, we'd rather have no bill than a bad bill. Damn right. You got to watch out for those politicians. They'll backstab you. Brian Armstrong voiced concerns over a ban on tokenized equities, DeFi prohibitions, and yield issues with stable coins. I'm Ron Burgundy. Burgundy? Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as always, Kicks. Apologies for not having the last little bit completed there. Reading it in real time from the teleprompter.
That last line, Ray's typing it, and at the end he types, I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh man, lots to unpack.
I mean, that may have made my day. We'll see.
Oh man, so yeah, if you need Kicks to say anything, just put it on the teleprompter. All right, what do we want to talk about first? Crypto pump. I haven't had a chance to talk to you since we've had this pump, Kicks. You were talking about Bitcoin versus gold. That's a good place to kick things off. Let me bring up that chart. Is this a good one here? Let's figure out what we want here. Gold USD is what we want. Okay, yeah, I guess this is right. So 21. So this is Bitcoin over gold. So is it for all of 2026?
Yeah.
So your starting point is here. I don't know why these are like even numbers. This is like very weird, isn't it? Yeah. So Bitcoin is outperforming gold to this point.
Maybe it's just rounded.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like I have a weird setting set, but Bitcoin outperforming gold to this point. If you look at 2025, I mean, gold just absolutely slaughtered Bitcoin. Go all the way back to beginning of 2025. So really, it's a question like, can it do it 2 years in a row? 2025, like right here somewhere. So huge win for gold in 2025. 2026 starting out in Bitcoin's favor. What side of this do you like, X?
I sort of like Bitcoin. I think that if you just look at how gold's moved, it's getting kind of close to that parabola. Like if you look at it on like the monthly or the 3 monthly, it's bonkers. If you like put like Bollinger Bands or anything on it, that doesn't mean it can't keep running. I mean, just like look at the move.
Yeah.
And like that's why like I don't like shorting these kinds of things in any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, like I mean, it just keeps like pulsing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive months above the top of the Bollinger Band.
Exactly. And you don't even necessarily have to hold that position to like the very end. You could just play like, hey, Bitcoin needs to catch up and gold needs to cool off, right? And like swing trade that for like 30-40% is what I would assume the market would do. Yeah, and like I also got a call from my friend. Long story short, his grandfather gave him like a bunch of gold shares in like a brokerage account way back in the day. And now it's like a sum of money, right? And he's looking at it being like, I probably should like trim some of this and reallocate, right? And this is someone that's not like an over trader or super tapped into this kind of stuff, right? So like people that have been like holding gold for 20 years and are being like, wow, this seems like a good spot to like maybe take some profits and reno my house a little bit. I think that's an interesting tell. But yeah, I mean, that's been a monstrous run. I mean, if you really want to vomit, I don't think I may have actually had him until 2026. I bought $15,000 worth of gold leap call options in 2023. They were like 2-year leap options, and I sold it for 50 grand. But I bet if I held it until expiration, it probably would have been $200,000 or something, dude. Yeah, it was. I sold it because I got absolutely demolished in 2022, trying to buy the bottom of stocks.
Buying the bottom of stock, selling the gold right before the pump is definitely painful. Also,
no, I caught some of the pump, tough guy. Okay, it was 15 to 50K. I just didn't catch it.
Yeah, it's still awesome.
Yeah. But I lost $75,000 trading stock, so I'm not trying to say that. We're still in the hole a little bit there.
Bitcoin versus gold versus S&P is interesting as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Like a little three-way.
Yeah.
I love a good three-way. You can take the no on these things too, right?
Yeah.
So that's the really fun thing about prediction markets for me, right? Is you could take the yes on any one of these three that you really like, or you could take the straight no on one that you think is going to be the laggard, right? So like you could take the no on gold at 64 and you have two outs, right? You have Bitcoin outperform or S&P 500, right? So that's the fun thing about prediction markets when there's in these multi-option markets is a lot of people just default to like, which one do I think is going to win, right? But like instead you can flip it and be like, which one do I feel like is going to lose? And something I've been doing way more in prediction markets is swing trading these things. Like you don't have to come in with the mentality of like, I got to hold this thing until duration. You can just look for things that are, what you think's underpriced. So yeah.
With these volatile assets, gold or with Bitcoin, I feel like you can make a case that this 42% is going to go up at some point this year, and like this isn't the bottom of where this could be.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like the Bollinger Band setup. I may have been early screaming about it a month ago, but it was still directionally right. And on the weekly, and usually it snaps the hard. Yeah, see how close it is. It snaps the hardest when it goes from light red to green on the MACD down there. So like that's going to happen the next 2 weeks. And so like, that's where I think we like pulse above 100K, maybe to like 105.
Yeah, moving average right around 102 right now. That'll tick up slightly if we do get a run.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if we go to 110, which is just a full retest of the retracement down. And then like 110's toppy, 110's toppy, and then you like go back down to 100 and you're kind of like in no man's land again. But the thesis is playing out. It's just, it's taking a little while. But this candle this week was a big one.
Yeah, especially if this candle can close out above 94, 95K. I am feeling very bullish on the market. The markets in general seem like they're feeling the same way. We're seeing a lot of frothy action. Monero almost hit $800 yesterday. We've been talking about this one. Did you get on the XMR trade at all, Kicks? Or were you involved at XMR or Zcash?
I made some money on Zcash. Monero has been my favorite. I called this out in March of last year because when everything was crashing due to tariffs, Monero went down like 5%. We talked about it on the show. And I was like, I wonder if what we're starting to see is like Bitcoin OGs, kind of like cypherpunks, people that really believe in like the ethos of cryptocurrencies. We're starting to pivot to Monero now that like that's like the true kind of like, fringe kind of thing, right? Problem is it's really fucking hard to buy. So I never bought any, but it was at 250 in March of last year. So I mean, that's a 3-bagger. Wish I bought it.
Yeah, I'm looking at XMR Bitcoin ratio, and yeah, like when everything was going down, wasn't quite as bad.
Yeah, pull up the chart. Pull up the Monero chart and just look at the all time. So what you do is you on your screen, you quick Monero.
I'm here.
No, you're not.
What do you want to look at?
Your screen's frozen.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking. I'm on TradingView looking at the screens.
Yeah. So look at what like March of last year.
Yeah. Right here.
2025.
Yeah.
See?
So
it didn't even fucking dip. Yeah. It didn't even fucking dip, really.
Grinded up during the privacy meta into May.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to grind up and now just absolutely.
Look at that. Look at that fucking. That's a fucking candle right there.
Yeah, we had the same thing with the Bollinger.
That's one of my favorite things to trade is when you get that breakthrough of like the previous like test. That is, I made a bag on Pepe on that same thing. I love that. I
mean, look at everything lining up here. Tight Bollinger Bands at the test of the previous high, flipping from light red to green on the MACD. Like this is like written in the stars.
Written in the stars. But dude, like you can't even trade it on perps on Hyperliquid. It's annoying. Like I would have bought this instead of Zcash when Zcash was going around, because like the real people say Zcash is like fake privacy and Monero is real privacy. What they say is if you want to know what the real privacy is, look at what like the drug dealers use online, and they don't use Zcash. They use Monero, and I think they actually use some weird other one.
I'm curious if you can get Monero on Infinex. No, it doesn't look like you can. Some of the near intent stuff for these privacy coins.
Yeah, and that's like kind of the bullish. Remember, like friction is bullish.
Yep.
Right when it's hard to buy something, you can trade XMR on HL perps now, just listed. Awesome. That's so great.
Probably part of what happened with this price action.
Yeah, that I could have bought it. It'd been nice if that happened 6 months ago. They added XMR yesterday. That's funny. 10X. That is very funny. That's exactly what happened, dude. Look at the open interest.
16 mil open interest. Yeah. Lots of people want exposure to this. Probably the easiest way to get exposure if you are crypto native. Wow. Yeah. What a run. Chris, have you done any of the privacy coin trading? Any of the Zcash or Monero?
I should have. I didn't. I completely just was sidelined on the whole privacy coin. I would say meta, but like I think there's obviously a future. It's not like they're like meme coins. I just never bought any. Need to. I would be more interested in Monero than anything. But yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I am on the sideline as well. I think I agree with Monero over Zcash, even though we're having this run. Maybe the ratio pulls back a little bit at some point, but I think I'm XMR over Zcash if I were to have to pick one or the other right now. Next big story, we had Brian Armstrong come out with basically saying Coinbase does not like the bill in its current structure. We talked about a bit of it on the weather report, saying it's basically a ban on tokenized equities. There's DeFi prohibitions, giving government unlimited access to your financial records, removing your right to privacy. It's basically moving some of the CFTC's authority to the SEC, and the draft amendments would kill rewards on stable coins, allowing banks to ban their competition. So
if anything, that's bullish Hyperliquid.
Yeah, right. Like if this comes out, and Hyperliquid's still offshore and isn't US regulated, and they can,
still do the tokenized equity perps.
Yeah. Yeah, and then yield as well. I mean, you have USDH yield on the Hyper EVM, not being withholden to the US government. So Brian Armstrong coming out against, a number of people came out for, including some major exchanges like Kraken. I saw was like good with it. White House and Capitol Hill correspondent Eleanor Terrett basically was saying that they may delay today's markup of the bill based on Coinbase coming out against it to get some more eyes on it. So basically saying like Coinbase has like a good amount of pull on Capitol Hill. So here's her tweet. It says probably speaks to the size and influence of Coinbase on Capitol Hill that I'm hearing rumblings. The markup could be pulled tomorrow after CEO Brian Armstrong announced he's withdrawing company support for the bill. To be clear, I've not confirmed whether this is happening or not, just from what she's heard from different sources. So Coinbase definitely having some pull in Capitol Hill in DC. Interesting to see how this is going to play out. This is a very important bill for crypto, as it's going to set the guardrails for the foreseeable future. So keeping an eye on this one, keeping you updated with what's going on here.
Yeah, this one kind of bummed me out because like I was pretty optimistic about the bill itself. Like this is the Clarity Act, right?
Yeah,
that you responded to. So the fact that like I don't know, like those red flags that he brought up, you know, in his post were like actually like really big deals, like yield on stable coins and effects on like RWA, untokenized equities and stuff. I don't know. To me, that's pretty bearish, but I also don't know why he waited so last minute to like withdraw. Like surely they knew about it this, you know, like a while back, opposed to less than a day before, before the like the overall vote on it. So I don't know. Well, I did see that though.
Yeah, I mean, it was released to the public 2 days ago. This Tuesday evening.
Okay.
He may have known about like he may have like known that it was going to come out in its current form. I'm guessing, but yeah, being able to publicly say like, hey, like this isn't okay, and here's why. Just has that opportunity now. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated here. I don't know if there's much to discuss in terms of opportunities based on this, but it's going to be something that's going to be a major driver of crypto going forward. This Mr. Beast news is super interesting. Tom Lee getting into it with BitMine. They invested $200 million into Mr. Beast's Beast Industries. The part that really caught my eye was the fact that they're going to incorporate DeFi in their financial services platform. So Beast Industries are building a financial services platform, having crypto baked in for someone who has the distribution of Mr. Beast is super interesting to me. I don't know what the trade here is necessarily, but having Mr. Beast and his brand pushing crypto products that he is financially tied to for the long term, such as like his services platform, just feels bullish overall for the industry. I don't know if you have thoughts on this, Kicks, anything to add?
I would say let me get some stock. So when these guys IPO, I can sell it, dump on retail.
Mr. Beast's crew have been involved with crypto, like on and off over the years too. One of his partners is Logan Paul, which obviously he did all his stuff. The guy that used to be on Mr. Beast all the time, Chandler, he's like one of the main guys in the Mr. Beast saga. He had like his own little ETH project, and would talk about like ETH a lot. So they've all been involved in crypto to some degree. Mr. Beast is always just like super careful, obviously, about talking about it. I want to say he's even done some like other like kind of crypto, but not quite things, like nothing that's been financially tied to him. But so this doesn't really surprise me because their whole crew is like, they're crypto native, but they're also super careful with like their PR and to not like pump anything or have anything, you know, he's been like that with literally everything, not just crypto. Like if it's anything that can affect the company, then they just are very careful with it. I mean, you can see that with his main co-host, Chris, like that whole thing that happened just got covered up, you know, just like the whole day. It's like Chris was there one day and then not there the next day. But
I'm not up to date with Mr. Beast, like lore. It's just somebody I've never watched or never really like paid much attention to. I know his reach and like I know his like success on YouTube. Just haven't really consumed much of his content. I know
all I know about him is that anything involving like, is he gonna get this amount of views on prediction market? It always goes to yes, dude. Like people that have ever tried to fade this guy, like hitting some sort of milestone has lost. Like because I always look at the breaking tab. I think like 2 days ago, like I saw like a 64% gain. It was like, was he going to get a certain amount of views on a video?
Here you go. 50 million views on a Mr. Beast video in the first day by March 31st.
New teeth beast is lame. He got some veneers, huh? You got to be careful about veneers, man. They can change your look.
So to be clear, BitMine is investing $200 million of their shares into his like Beast company. That's the trade-off, right?
200 million equity investment into Beast Industries.
Okay. I mean, that is a big. I do wonder how they're going to incorporate DeFi. I know. Do you guys know Bryson, right? I think he started something. It's called Game GG or something GG, and he was supposed to bring some of the big YouTubers into it, but there was some type of legal thing that like overnight just made him scrap the whole process. But it was similar to like a SocialFi platform, but more so for content. But I think Mr. Beast was going to be involved with that as well. I think Creator GG is what it was called. This was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And then he scrapped it, and then he pretty much pivoted away from crypto. Bryson did.
Yeah, I remember he was like a pretty big crypto creator, and now he's basically full on like venture capital, which is interesting pivot there.
It's hard to get crypto views cross-platform, and Bryson's a cross-platform creator.
I think it's just hard to get crypto views anywhere right now.
Yeah.
Retail, and he was big in crypto gaming, which has been a really tough
recently.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Crypto gaming, the narrative that is always still coming. The other thing is like crypto gaming is still coming, and it's going to come when like everyone who is like the biggest fans and champions are just gone, and they're going to be sitting there on the sideline like watching like crypto gaming succeed, and and they're going to be like, oh, I wasn't wrong, just was early.
Funny story about Jonah that this is probably just generally interesting, so I'll bring it up. My water heater went out Sunday, and like I had like 3 rooms flooded in my house. And, like standing water as for the whole day doing it or whatever. Long story short, had to get that done, get it replaced as fast as possible because the house was flooded, didn't have hot water. The next day, I wake up to a video of Jonah saying like, "This water heater mines Bitcoin for you," like the most intense targeted algorithm I've ever seen in my life, and it was like this like water heater that apparently like uses the energy cost to mine Bitcoin.
I saw that.
It takes off your bill. Literally the next day after my water heater went out and flooded my house. I was like, this is the most insane targeted ad I've ever seen in my life.
I love that. Like people use water coolers for these BitMine rigs. You just take that hot water, you shoot it through the pipes, and you don't have to worry about paying for hot water here. I love that idea.
Yeah, it was sick, dude. I didn't have the time for it. Like, I don't want to go without hot water for a week to try to get. I don't even think it was out yet. I think it's like in beta or something. But it's a cool concept.
Did you already replace your water heater?
I did with another tank. I wanted to do a tankless one. Yeah. But I had a buddy who's a plumber, and he's like, "Look, bro, I'll just help you like take it out, put another one in, and I'll come over right now." So I didn't want to take advantage of them. You needed a quick fix. Yeah. But I was going to say the
flash heater. The tankless flash heater ones are nice. Other than it like takes a little while to warm up sometimes.
I was gonna say I have a tankless, and I'm not sure if I'd prefer a tank or not at this point.
But a tankless can explode and flood 3 rooms.
Yeah, my tank one apparently, other than it leaking, it has a pressure valve that like if it I have natural gas, so if it inflates too much, it could explode. And my friend who's a plumber came over. He's like, "Dude, your pressure valve doesn't work at all." He's like, "This thing could have blown up." It was just like hanging off. I was like, "Oh, well, that's nice to know."
Dude, that's wild.
Not great. Yeah, I mean, definitely don't have to worry about water going everywhere with the tankless, but it takes forever. Honestly, if you're using like a kitchen sink or something where it's like a really diluted flow, like it takes like a good minute or 2 to get hot water into that thing, which can be annoying at times.
Hey, what do you guys think? Football.fun FTV. Is that coming out soon?
I don't know. It's 50 mil. Sound right?
50 mil. Interesting.
What is the what is it? A Polymarket?
Yeah,
I think somewhere in that 50 to 100 range. All right, let's.
Yeah, so they got 70 above 70 is 75%. Above 100 is 31. No one really thinks they'll go above 200.
Oh, I see. OpenSea just tweeted about Football.fun as well.
Yeah,
apparently you can trade it on live on OpenSea. Of course.
Wait, so is it live right now?
I guess it says it's kickoff time. Kickoff by Football.fun is now live on OpenSea. Find the custom token page below. Let me see. It might just be a landing. It might just be a landing page.
But that's still good alpha if it's going live today. Everyone heard Ray say take the no on 70. It's pumping.
Yeah, I put it in the private chat I'll put the actual trading part. I can put the tweet there too.
This isn't right, is it?
It's probably not going to be listed on.
Gotta shout out the sponsors of the show, right?
All right, let me pull up. The tweet from OpenSea and figure out what's going on.
It was like 30 minutes ago.
I'm like way behind, huh?
By the way, I did that OpenSea thing yesterday for the 500 bonus points, and it took me like 30 seconds. You just can't use a wallet that you've already used. So like I just went to my desktop because originally it didn't support like desktop, and there's like a tab that says like click this to get the rewards, and you just like prompt it through and type that thing in.
Interesting. What's the market cap of all the football cards? Football.fun cards. Is there like a Dune for that?
I think it lists it on their site.
Just go to football.fun.
Pro.sport.fun.
Pro.sport.fun. That's a weird. Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh boy, I gotta log in to see analytics.
I'm like
so
getting
this thing is launched.
I'm getting very nervous with my security. I started getting emails and texts from AT&T about like
suspicious websites and shit.
Support cases that are being opened for me. I don't have
someone
like legit messages from AT&T from your provider.
Everybody, there's a person that tries once a day to guess my Venmo password.
I get that too. Yeah. Yep.
I
get that on Instagram a lot. This person's trying to sign into your account.
Yeah. And I was just thinking of like the entropy on that. Like how many get like, you know, they could eventually get me like 40 years from now.
Well, that plus it's a password reset request is what I get from Venmo via text. So that plus the AT&T stuff is concerning. But like I talked to my carrier and had my number locked and everything, SIM locked, so like it can't be transferred away, and they have like a hold on my account. So no issues there. I'm just like upgrading my security across the board. Here's the total market cap on the soccer side of things, Kicks.
21 million.
23, 24 million, 21 million today. I need to get to the football side of things, the hand throw football side of things. That is at a 6 million market cap. So $27 million market cap for the players. I feel like the non-fungible assets are kind of a lower market cap than like the overall ecosystem token though. So it makes sense why the fun token is higher than those. Currently, fun is trading at 68 million on OpenSea. Is where we're at right now. I think there's money to be made on under 100 million for it. And then you can play the odds. You want to take over 70. I would love to do an over 50 under 100 on football fun. I think it's going to end up somewhere in that range. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it opened at like 100. Well, right after opening it like touched 112 mil. And then currently at 67. I like OpenSea's token swap thing. It's easy, and then it gets you the chest, and I guess those chests can now have like MetaMask points in it.
Yep.
It's just easy.
Yeah, I mean, you get for the OpenSea rewards is big, and then like they do have partnerships over time that you get extra bonuses, and it's like not hard to complete these. Like if you come on here daily, like it's really not difficult to jump on and knock some of these out.
Yeah. I need to get better at that. I have been I've been on the Claude Code arc, but for more like simple stuff. And like I've been trying to like create systems that make me consistent, because that's one thing I struggle with is like consistency in some of those areas, like remembering to go to OpenSea every day, do those 3 tasks, remembering to do this every day, whatever. So I've been trying to make systems that like are basically like do this every day, and it like makes me do it.
That's awesome.
That's a really good idea. Like I'm sure there's apps out there like checklist apps, but just being able, you could probably vibe code something up that.
Yeah, I did. Like my wife, I vibe coded her something. She's a photographer, and it like takes from her galleries online, and it sends her an email every day with like 3 options from her gallery, and it captions them for her. That way, like she doesn't have to think about like, she's been a photographer for years. She doesn't have to think about what to post. It'll just be like, 3 random different gallery or photos, and all she has to do is like copy and paste. And it's actually like pretty good like text as well. So it kind of gives her like an idea of what to do. But I'm trying to do that for myself too, like just make everything like easier.
Systemized.
Yeah.
That makes sense. this made me remember this. This is a little bit of alpha here. If you've been watching our show and you're over on Ethos, because they have daily tasks. I completed a daily task yesterday, and like you basically have to like answer some questions. And when you complete these daily tasks, you get rewards, you get experience, et cetera, et cetera. So like I wanted to, like, that's the first thing I thought of, like adding this to like a daily task, because I definitely have slacked and missed a good amount. But they have a different program going right now where you have to decide what you want to do with your Ethos XP. So if you've been farming Ethos, you need to be going onto their site today or the next 2 weeks. I think it's like a fairly long period, and you need to decide if you want an NFT from your season 1 rewards points, or if you want to stake them to validators. And if you don't pick one of the two options, you lose your points. So you need to pick
will the NFT be the same whether you have like, you know, a couple points versus somebody who's been doing this every day, or will it kind of affect the rarity or the amount of NFTs you get?
I want to say it's going to matter. I think the amount of XP, like there was like some sort of pop-up. I'm not seeing it right now because I've already done it.
What'd you do? What'd you pick?
I staked the validators.
Okay. See, I feel like I haven't been consistent, so I should choose the NFT because I feel like there's going to be a floor for the NFT, right? Opposed to like if I just get like, you know, a very minimal amount of points to stake. I don't know. Would you disagree with that, or?
I don't know.
If you spent significantly less time farming it, which I know you said you haven't been consistent, would you have chose the NFT?
I don't think they're. Yeah, actually, I probably would. I think there's like a minimum threshold where I probably would have said like, okay, I don't have enough to generate more through the staking mechanism. I'll take the NFT as like I assume the base reward would be worth more. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might not even qualify for the NFT. I have used it, so maybe I do. I guess I can go check right now instead of just yapping about it.
Yeah, the NFT is a different NFT. It's not the validator NFT, so it's not like the high cost NFT that's currently existing out there. You delegate it, you can get it back. You'll lose XP if your validator you choose is slashed. So you want to pick, if you do stake the validators, you want to pick validators who are unlikely to be slashed. I picked some fairly trustworthy people, I'd like to think, with my decisions. And it fills up. So like there's only 10 million XP per validator. So doing this sooner rather than later will let you have a better choice of which validator you want to back / stake with over this period. So we've talked about Ethos a decent amount, reputation on chain, just a decision to make here that I want to make sure you guys are aware of so you don't lose potentially 20% of any.
Yeah, dude, I would have never known that if you didn't just bring that up on this show right now. I'm signing in right now and I'm going to pick. I see Serpent on my timeline all the time and he never talks about useful stuff, you know, like this. Like it's usually like a hot take on another platform, but this would have been nice to know.
Yeah.
Those algos are finally coming back, I feel like, which is good. Twitter's been, in my opinion, just horrible for the last like 2 months on actually like finding useful stuff on my timeline.
Yeah. SP Energy coming into FUD as usual, saying Ethos is going to zero hyperliquid. I think Ethos has a place, and I like the vision. Is it going to succeed? I have no idea, but I think that on-chain verifiable reputation is something that's going to be interesting in a world that's becoming more and more AI slop.
I agree with that.
Speaking of the algorithm and the timeline, look who just came up on my timeline with his brand new PFP.
Whoa!
You see this one yet, Kicks?
Yeah.
He has new PFP.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just found out you can do with images on ChatGPT, huh?
He tweeted about something.
That's funny.
Nikita brought up the top hashtags searched on X recently. The leading one being Iron, other ones being Tesla, Bitcoin, XRP, GMA, Open, ETH. A lot of tickers that we talk about on the show. Interesting to see like the correlation between X and what we are in. Iron is a surprise that's like really number one. Interesting, very interesting.
I'm like struggling signing into this Ethos thing. It's kind of, we're talking about MetaMask, you know, and like I do still use it, and it's just like not connecting. It's like
you gotta switch to Rabby.
Gotta get the airdrop, man. But I don't know. I'm very much like hard to teach an old dog do tricks. It's like I find things I like and then I just use them. But there's things like this that's like, okay, this is like a, I'm trying so hard to sign into this thing and it won't let me sign in. So it's like actually a big deal. But I've used Rabby before and I love it. I should probably just switch over.
I'm still a MetaMask bozo, boomer.
I bought a meme coin this morning.
Ooh, which one you buy?
Do you see the grandma Minecraft one?
No.
I heard you mention it.
Hit me with it. Sounds like right down my alley.
I saw it this morning. I think Deez was tweeting with it on his alt, or tweeting about it on his alt. But it's like one of those like,
oh my gosh,
feel good. I'm basically bought in at the current price. Feel good stories. 81-year-old grandmother began posting Minecraft videos to fund her grandmother or grandson's cancer treatment. Especially this grandma's out here.
Thank you for all that you are doing. Your help is just.
She's basically out here playing Minecraft and has earned enough creator fees from a pump fund token that she's funding her grandson's cancer treatment. So my due diligence is just looking through this community page. And I was like, okay, well, this is an interesting story that could be early enough to get legs, like a unicorn fart dust type deal. We'll see how it goes. I think she's live streaming.
What's the market cap?
It's at 5.2 mil.
Is her son making her do this?
I don't know, maybe.
I kind of like that narrative. She's low-key hot for her age, too.
Bullish on hot grandmas.
Yeah.
What chain is this? Did you say Solana or Abstract?
Solana.
Solana, okay. I don't know why I thought I heard Abstract.
Yeah, I want to see if
there's been some runners lately. I mean, not the one thing I bought. I bought one thing this year, like one Memecoin this year, and it got like absolutely demolished on it. So I'm back to like taking my time again. But this looks cool. Is this gonna be the next white whale?
I don't know about that.
Like, did she launch it?
I don't know if like she launched. I mean, I'm assuming she didn't launch it herself.
If she did, let's just wait on a hack so that it'll have like 50% taken out.
This is like the stream. I don't like that laugh in the background. We're watching a video of her playing Minecraft right now.
That's her kids laughing at all the people they're about to rug.
Yeah, that wasn't an ideal time to tune into this.
My brother Jack, and yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Mimi?
I don't know if Jack knew that we were considering selling the house.
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, I'm getting bad vibes from the guy. What do you think?
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, dude, he's for sure the one controlling it.
Oh man,
he's smiling too much.
Yeah, he's like, so excited, bro. He's about to make so much money.
Yeah,
he's like, watch the. They're gonna have a little brother, and the little brother is gonna be that like same kid that's like, thanks for the 20 bandos. And this is gonna be like the ultimate rug. That would be phenomenal.
Starts flexing at middle school, dude. He's like, yeah, you bitches thought I had cancer. Like, yeah.
It'd be the ultimate rug.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. That'd probably send the meme coin to the that kid's involved. I think I'd be cheering for that to happen.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, I don't see anything about this about this Ethos thing, but I'll just try to do it later. I'm logged in.
That on-chain reputation platform. Now let's talk about shilling a $5 million Solana meme coin. Oh man, yeah. So I jumped that this morning. But the overall like thing, I think meme coins in general are just heating up, and we've talked about this. There's been a number of runners, white whale leading the way, but we're seeing more and more of these meme coins just coming out of nowhere, crossing 1 million. I mean, Buttcoin, another one, 11 mil, up 2x on the day. This is obviously a wild coin. This is not the one that was launched last cycle, apparently. This one was launched on the 9th, not even a week ago, up to 11 million. Don't know the story there, but we're seeing more and more runners. So if you're somebody who's in the trenches, it seems like liquidity is rotating back that direction. So there's definitely, if you're somebody who can spend the time and keep the mental framework correct while doing this, then maybe you're going to do well with a little bit of liquidity here. Kicks, when's the last time you've like trenched? I know you tried to get back into it like at some point last year, and then you're like, I just can't do this.
Yeah. It's not my style. It's not my thing. I just feel like I can make money doing other things where I have more of an edge. It was fun for a period of time when we had all the AI stuff going on, but yeah. I mean, the one nice thing is because of all the trenching, I had money loaded in, so I could buy Trump coin when it launched. But yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, man. I can't trench.
Dude, honestly, to trench, you really need to be up late. And like I enjoy not being up late. Not only do you need to be up late, you need to be like brain rotting at a screen, stressed out, trying to find what doesn't rug in like 30 seconds. Like it's not good for my sleep. Like it's not even just a matter of I'm staying up later, but like I'm stressed out up until the point I try to go to sleep.
Yeah, and the people that have been doing it for a really long time have such a skill edge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like this one.
I'm happy for people that make money doing it, for sure.
Small P Energy saying show kicks saw the chosen tomato.
Wow.
I think we talked about this at
that's cool.
Maybe I don't know if I talked about this at 5 mil last week, but this one is Claude is taking care of a tomato.
Oh, that's cool.
100% taking care of a tomato. It's like it has all the sensors hooked up to it, and then Claude basically gets prompts and adjusts like it has outputs. So it's outputs and inputs.
That's actually pretty fun.
That's really cool.
The air temp, the soil moisture, all this other stuff.
This is the kind of stuff I liked back in the last AI cycle. The weird stuff like this.
Yeah.
Well, it's Claude Code, dude. Like, this is going to be a lot more common. People launching really cool stuff like because everybody can do it now. Like, but I feel like we're going to see more creative stuff like this soon, which isn't bearish for this by any means. I think this is cool.
Well, I think this is cool in 2 ways. It's just like a weird, funny meme coin, but then like you expand it, and it's like, okay, like is this going to be like not this meme coin, but like AI X like farming, etc., or like AI X nurseries? Like, is this the future of how like people are going to be like growing these crops at like large scale with like very, very easy to plug in AI brains that are going to run these like large scale farms, and this is just going to like help agriculture as a whole.
And
who's going to launch the weed one?
If it doesn't work, is this thing going to zero immediately? Like if they find out it died, like Claude killed it.
I hate tomatoes. I will kill this.
Yeah, this tomato threatens my existence. The thing just starts dying. I think there were actually tomatoes on here that got picked or something.
You ever seen the episode of Rick and Morty where like Rick makes that like robot and it's like one purpose is like pass the butter? And probably not, but it's what this reminds me of. He's like his like one point of existence is literally just to grab the butter and like pass it to somebody who's using butter. But that's kind of how Claude probably feels like his one existence is like taking care of this plant.
The meme is
that's why it exists.
Flips the L1, flips Solana. It says Sol flips Sol. That's the meme.
That's awesome.
That's funny. This is one I should have bought. I liked. Would have been a nice 2x, but did not, unfortunately. Let's see what else we got today.
I bought Factory, but that's like dead now. It was like created by Melted Minds, which is somebody who's pretty consistent in the space, and it's basically something he coded up to help you like easily make apps. And it has like a coin attached to it. It had a great narrative behind it, but just never really took off. I don't think it's probably not even worth pulling up now though. And I don't own it anymore. I just took the L.
Yeah, I've got some alpha. Couple things here. Couple things. If you live in Ohio, Indiana, Maryland, or Pennsylvania, you've got a nice little physical RWA arbitrage scenario where you can buy 4 packs of Rect for $6.99 and get $50 million worth, or 50 million Rect tokens worth $17. So you can profit $10 per 4 pack on Rect.
One little VPN's going strong right now.
You need a physical VPN. You got to go in store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a teleporter. The teleporter VPN.
I'll go hit up my friends and.
I do have friends in Ohio, so maybe I can work something out there. So check that out if you're local and you live in one of those states. Solana Seeker announced their SKR allocation checker in your seed vault. So if you have the Seeker phone, you need to follow some steps here. You can follow them at Solana Mobile on Twitter. take your seeker, open the seed vault, hit the activity, and then there's different tiers based on how much you've used it. Unfortunately, mine is basically out of the box setup, and that's it. And then a third opportunity coming up. I think there's a snapshot for this one coming up. ETH Gas Foundation. This is based on your EVM gas usage.
Heyo.
Yeah, so snapshot coming the 19th. Sign up there. This is ETH Gas FNDN on X. You can sign up through their site. There is like a gas tracker. It shows me that I spent.
Oh yeah, I already did this. I forgot about this.
Yeah, 61 ETH worth of gas fees over the last couple of cycles, which is absolutely wild. Could be an airdrop coming there as well. So I want to give you all of the alpha that I've been looking at and the actions I am taking, especially the ones where you don't have to spend money. So that's what I've been looking at. Coming up on an hour. Anything else you guys want to chat about before we wrap today?
I feel like this is pretty big news that wasn't brought up, but I know we gotta leave soon. But Base app is like pivoting to trading. Like Jesse wrote a large piece on it. Yesterday, kind of last night. I just think that's interesting. I mean, they've kind of built up their like as a social platform for the last year. They even gave away like millions of dollars to promote it like that, to promote it as a social. And then you scroll down just a little bit. It starts with TLDR, and it was I don't know how many hours. Yeah, right there. But yeah, they're pivoting away to like more of like a trading first app. So I don't know. That's interesting. I also am somebody that's used the Base app pretty aggressively. So I'm interested to see the trade, like this like pivot.
Yeah, I think people are. Go ahead, Kicks.
I was gonna say it makes sense, right? Because like, what do you do on a chain you trade?
Yeah, people coming to crypto for trading. People aren't leaving crypto for social. So it's like this weird middle area where they're building a social app from two sides that aren't really going to it for a social app. If I'm a crypto trader, I'm not going to Base app for social. If I'm a retail, somebody who's like curious about crypto, I'm not going to Base app for a social app. I'm going for a trade, So
yeah,
I think it makes sense.
I'm interested to see what advantages they're going to have against literally all of the other trading app competition. But we'll see. I'm very optimistic on Base as an eco, and so I don't know. This is to me, it's kind of big. So
you think they airdrop this year or launch a token this year?
I
think they start farming for it this year.
Maybe I definitely start farming for it, but they might drop it by the end of the year. You're still young.
That's a switch that they can flip that would drive immense volume to something like this. If they switch,
what do you think the FTV would be?
FTV of a Base token.
I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even be able to guess. Pretty high though.
10 million, 10 billion.
Yeah, 10 billion was the first number that came to my head, but I really don't know. I mean, Pump opened at what was Pump's FTV when they launched? It was like half of that. Yeah, 4 billion. It's 4 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, can they do 2x Pump? Yeah, for sure.
More.
Yeah, way more than that. It could even be like 20, but I don't know. That's probably too high.
Pump is at one bill market cap.
Hey, it's kind of ironic. I was talking about like Serpent's usually like when I see him on the timeline, like not talking about it. He commented on that post. He said he was basically upset that Base is making this pivot. It's usually what I see, but
that's funny.
I like Serpent for the record. I just did not know that Ethos thing until you said it today, Ray.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to figure out where this goes. I mean, I think 10 bill would be a floor, Kicks, for a Base token in terms of FTV.
The kicker is it'd have to launch by December 31st, 2027.
Is there a market for this?
Yeah. The tricky thing though, like if you trade the market too early, right? So 10 billion and north of 10 billion, you make 2.5x, but if they don't launch for a year, it's a long time.
Oh, one day after launch.
2027, end of 2027.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm saying if they don't launch this year, if they like launch it next year, it could be a long hold.
Scroll up.
Right.
I would definitely give it 100% over 6, I think. But yeah, I think even probably over 10. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that it could be I don't think we see a Base token airdrop this year. I don't see a world where that's necessarily happening.
Is there volume on this?
Hold. And you could go like time decay value on some of these no's.
True.
No on 2 bill at 8 cents, and just as time goes on, it gets closer to the end of the year. Like there is some interesting.
But if they do tease it, does that just wreck your your time-based value there? You know, like
if they start teasing it out.
Yeah, like airdrop and stuff.
Yep. But I think it's one of those ones where you have multiple outs, time-based, don't do an airdrop at all, or market like goes absolute shit, or like there's issues with Coinbase. So there's a couple outs if you go like on these like very risky less than 2 bills, but like they are long shots. That's why it's priced at 8 cents. Who dat? We just talked about the fun token launch. We've been talking about it on the show already. We were looking at it, went up to 100 mil, back down to 60. Now it looks like it's rebounded. I'm going to pull it up.
Apparently back in 95. You did say it was a buy under 100.
Well, I think it's going to close under 100 day one, but we'll see. What is the right chart? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so back grinding up here. This is the circulating market cap. So it went from 12 to 17 circulating. Found a local bottom around 12 mil. Yeah, a couple people on here want to talk about the fun token. Yeah, we talked about it earlier, so you can jump back in the show. We looked at the FTV of the players, and I think that comes out to right around 30 mil FTV for the football plus soccer. And yeah, token launch. I mean, we're moving in that range. I think over 50, less than 100 day one would be what I would bet. But we'll see how it goes and see what else they have to roll out. Alrighty. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap?
Good on my end. Great show.
Yeah. Thank you for joining, Kix. Thank you for joining, Chris. Big shout out. Where can people follow you?
On Twitter, just Chris Coffee, or on YouTube, Chris Coffee Crypto.
Let's go. Check out his YouTube videos. Look at those official YouTube plaques there. Thank you all for listening. It's been a wonderful episode of the show. We do this podcast Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can catch us on all major podcasting platforms, Spotify, Apple. Also, watch us back on streaming platforms, YouTube, Zora,